The first step for building an Aurasma aura is to load up a trigger image. I decide where I want to put it, my recorder mustache folder, and I'm going to add a trigger image. I go to Browse, and from there I go to my folder where I've stored all of my children's pictures that I've created. I give it a title. When I type in that title, that identifies that trigger image, and then I choose Save. It saves it immediately. The next thing I need to do is add an overlay. My overlay is going to be the video that is going to be seen when it's scanned. Again, I go to my folder because that's where I want to put it, and I say Add an Overlay. I go shopping for that video. In my folder I have it there. I'm going to type in her name and what that video is so that I can find it easily. And then at the very bottom it says, do I want to loop the overlay? I'm going to say no, I don't want it to loop. So I click, get rid of that click, and say Save. And there it pops up right there immediately. The next thing I'm going to do is close out these windows and move on to create my aura. In order to create the aura, I have to combine the trigger image and the overlay. So I choose Aura, and I'm going to say Add Aura. At the very top, I give my aura a name, and then I choose my trigger image. When you choose a trigger image, if you don't see it listed, it's hiding. So sometimes you have to, if it goes past the A's and you have a lot of trigger images, you'll have to type in the name and it will appear. But I type in the trigger image name, choose that, and then I'm going to choose and add my channel, which is Hammond Lower School. You can have lots of channels, but I choose which one it's going to be listed under. Now I'm going to add my overlay. Say Add Overlay, and this is the video that I'm going to put on top of my trigger image. Again, type it in so you can find it. Of course, I didn't type it in. I just am trying to hunt for it. And you can adjust the size of it right there. And the next thing you're going to do is you can change some of the properties. One of the things that it's cool to do is when the overlay is tapped, it goes to full screen on the iPad. That is an option that you can choose right there. So when the overlay is double tapped, it's going to go to full screen. I choose that. That's so you can look at it without, when you move away from the image, if it'll keep playing the video. So I say done, close my window, and that's the end. I've created an aura.